Hey everybody. Whew, it is late. It is super late. I've had a long day. Um, Actually, if you happen to know who Black Sheep is, um, good friend of mine, um, he's also an ex-Jehovah's Witness. A good chunk of my day was spent over on his channel. Um, we were discussing his father. His father's kind of a narcissist. Um, we also discussed some other Jehovah's Witness related stuff because, like I said, he's an ex-Jehovah's Witness as well. If you want to go check that out, the link is in the description of this video. Also, something important, a lot of you know Adrian down with the tower. He is being taken to court by Watchtower for stuff he didn't actually do. They also put out a temporary restraining order on him until they actually take him to court. So he's trying to get help for his legal fees. And, if you feel like that's something you'd like to donate to, um, I left a link to his video explaining how to help him in my description. Uh, it's on this video, it's also on the previous video that I did. Um, let's see here, what else did I want to do right here at the beginning before I forget? Oh, right. Okay. I am going to share my screen real quick so I can show you that map that I was telling you guys about before on the midweek meeting number one. It's that Ex-Jehovah's Witness map. Uh, since this is a public map, I'm not going to like blur anybody's names out because it's public. It is out there. And just know that if you do put your name and your location on this, like, I wouldn't get too specific if I were you because, like I said, it's a public map. So let me go ahead and share my screen real quick so you can see it. I don't know if I'm doing it. Hold on. Because apparently I forgot how to do this. Been a minute, folks. There we go. Okay. Um, Crook. There we go. All right. So this thingamabobber here is the map that I was telling everybody about. I left a link to this in the description as well of this video. So yeah, this is just kind of a warning about what I was saying, that this is like, hey, this is a public map, and it also tells you stuff that you need to have in order to put on this map, like a name, even a pseudonym, or first name only, uh, address, town, state, zip code, not obviously not your literal. I wouldn't put your literal address. I would just put like my town and state, or maybe put like just a zip code. Don't put your actual like street address. That's not a good idea for obvious reasons. Let's see here, contact info, like a Facebook profile, yeah, like social media, an email, phone, or address. And then brief history of your Watchtower involvement, how long you were in, when did you come out, optional info. If you would like others to know you better, consider providing a link to your blog, website, YouTube channel, blah, 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 blah. You can include a photograph of yourself. You do not have to disclose any information you're not comfortable sharing with the public map. Please like the XJW Connections on Facebook. Oops. As the map is always pinned to the top in case you forget where to find it. Yeah, it's funny. I actually made it a map that was very similar to this in an old group that doesn't exist anymore. And I guess, I mean, I still have the map actually. Yeah, I have this little. It's that one is a private map. Otherwise, I would show you guys. But yeah. Anyway, so let me get out of this nonsense here. Uh, that's the. Oh wait, actually, you know what? Before I get out, let me show you something real quick. Sorry, I'll just use this person as an example. See, it's in another language because it's in the Netherlands here. But yeah, this is their name, their website, their description. Let's see here. It shows you where they are right here. Yep, you got lots of people here. And I'm assuming you can type in a name here, like, let's see here. I wonder if Black Sheep is on here. Black Sheep Ring of what? Okay, apparently I don't know how to search on this. Let's see here. Let's try a random on. How about that? That brings up a bunch of people. How about this dude? Okay, cool. So it shows you where this dude is. Okay. Yeah, and it doesn't just show you people. I remember seeing on the map earlier, actually, that it also shows you, like, oops, sorry, it also shows you, like, XJW type resources. Yikes. Oh. I wonder why you can't hear. Hang on, let me see here. Yeah, I've been having problems with this stupid. Ah! Right, of course. Okay, the sound should be working now, I think, but yeah. All right. Anyway, right, so earlier, yeah, I was showing you guys the map. I was showing you guys this map thing, this XJW map, because the one that I linked in the description of this video, because it's really cool. It shows you people, like, in certain areas, like wherever there happen to be XJWs who want to connect with other people, or who would be willing, I guess, to connect with other people. And plus it shows you XJW resources, like, I guess, places that were willing to give you a place to crash, or people that have, like, I don't know, maybe like domestic violence or legal resources, that kind of thing. I did spot those kinds of things on the map, so that was cool. So yeah, you can check that out if you need to for any reason, or if you're just curious and want to peek at it, or if you'd like to add your own information to that map. But like I said, do so with a bit of caution. Don't add any, like, super duper specific personal information. At least I wouldn't recommend it. What else? Ooh. Right. Since maybe possibly you couldn't hear me before when I started the stream, I started off by saying, what was I talking about? Oh, right. I was talking about how I spent a good chunk of the day over on Black Sheep's channel, and we got to talk not only about what we were talking about mainly, which was his dad, who's an Ex-Jehovah's Witness, and so is he. We also got to talk about stuff like the memorial and whatever, and Rick was there too. So if you want to go check that out, that's in the description there too. And yeah, I was also discussing Adrian, who needs some help right now because he's being attacked legally by the Watchtower. They want to take him to court, and they've also put out a temporary restraining order against him. So he needs help with legal funding, apparently. So I put a link to his video where he explains how to help him in the video. Anyway, and yeah, that's after that I started just showing off the map and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much all I was talking about before I guess I realized that nobody heard me. Let's see here. I'm not sure how audible I am. I'm going to unmute this thing real quick and see. So you might hear echo, so I'm sorry if you do, but I just need to see how audible this is. Okay. Come on, you. This is the worst. Oh, yeah. Okay. Apparently it's audible now. At least I was able to hear it. So that's good for now. Right. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, I was going to do a video pretty much every day, or a live stream every day, something. I was going to pop on somewhere and, try to get people to get involved and go to the memorial. And I was going to try to help people be able to do that kind of stuff, because like sometimes people want to do stuff, but then they get stuck right there. Like they get stuck in the wanting to do something phase, and they don't actually end up doing something because they're like, well, I want to do something, but, and then they have something that's stopping them. And there's a lot of different things that can be stopping them. And over the next, several days, until the freaking memorial, I'm going to be addressing a lot of those things that are preventing people from actually wanting to go out and do something. At least I'm going to try. And maybe I'll bring some of my friends along with me, to help me to try and get people to overcome these things that are, they're holding them back, basically. Because I think everybody can do something. Like, I don't expect everybody to be able to go and crash the memorial and be, super aggressive or anything like that. I don't expect that, and I wouldn't want that anyway, because it takes all kinds, really. It takes a lot of different types of personalities to reach different types of personalities. It only makes sense. Um, but it's very good. It's very good to have lots of people doing this, like, period. Like, we need people. That's the whole point. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I keep bugging everybody every day and stuff. And I know technically it's already tomorrow over here, but like, I kind of counted the stuff that I did with Black Sheep as my video for yesterday. Anyway, so that's beside the point. Yeah, so we're going to talk about the things that stop people from thinking they can help. Like, a lot of people think, well, what am I going to say? I don't know what I would say if I were to crash the memorial, or if I were to picket, or if I were just to speak to a Jehovah's Witness at a cart. I don't know what I would say. Like, I mean, you guys know what to say. I mean, you watch enough of these videos, right? Like, you watch enough Zeb, you watch enough Stacy, to where you've got to have, like, a general idea of ways to start conversations with them. You don't have to like outright copy them if that's what you feel like you're doing. I don't think they would care if you did straight up copy them. Like, they just want you to get out there and do activism. That's what's important. That's why Zeb does his videos. At least that's why he's told me in the past that he does his videos, is that he wants people to kind of use them as like a template so that they can get an idea of what to do themselves. He wants them to, kind of look at him as an example of what to do, instead of like cheering him on. Not that he doesn't appreciate the support, but he loves it when people go out and do stuff. So that's cool too. Yeah, and another thing that stops people is, they're not really sure about certain aspects on how to do things. Like, they're not sure technology-wise, like, what they should do, or Zeb says, "Wake up, my family." Or they're not sure, like, strategy-wise, how they should go about it. Sometimes it's even something as basic as, like, I don't know where my nearest memorial is, so I'm gonna actually teach everybody how to look up their nearest memorial tomorrow, or give them ideas on, like, alternatives, like if they want to go out of town instead. If that's a better idea for their particular situation, because like some people who want to participate in this kind of activism, like picket or or protest or whatever, they might have family that's in that, doesn't realize that they're, an apostate, I guess, and maybe they don't really want to be out about that yet. So maybe it's better for them to go out of town. Maybe it's actually even for safety purposes better. Maybe they'll get hurt. You never know. I mean, it's quite concerning. I was talking about it on the stream with Black Sheep. That I was actually really worried that like Kingdom Hall violence was going to become a thing. I really hope not, because I mean, I know that mental illness in the witnesses is certainly a big thing. So I mean, that seems to be like the thing that's in common with all the other shootings that we have, like the school shootings and stuff. It's usually mental illness, right? So I don't know. I'm just worried that that's going to be like another thing that we're going to see an uptick in, especially as the end of the organization gets a little closer. People are going to start freaking out more, I guess. Ugh. And then like I'm also super worried about like I'm actually super worried about the whole thing that we were talking about yesterday or the day before, the wine thing. Like, what if one day, it's been a few years since they've had no more public memorials, right? What if one day they're just like, yeah, okay, so instead of not partaking in the wine, this year we're all going to drink the wine, and then like they poison the freaking wine. Like, okay, yeah, that's like one of my worst nightmares, along with not knowing that certain members of my family have passed away. Not hearing anything about that, not even hearing that they're sick or anything. But that's for another stream. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to talk about like strategies about where you're going to go, and like not only picking your place based off of your situation, but also transportation ideas, carpooling, advantages of going with a group versus going alone. And then, of course, I'm going to show you on their own website how to find your memorial that you want to go to. So that's fun. Always fun to use their own technology against them. And let's see here. Yeah, I guess I'll probably pick like a specific day. I'm not sure if it'll be today, later today, Saturday. If I'm going to do the one about locating a memorial, picking a memorial, or if I'm going to do the one addressing what you're going to say first. But we'll figure it out. Yeah, and then like we'll get really deep into stuff, like, because I know people have questions. I know people, they want to do stuff. I know y'all want to do stuff, but you just like, there's got to be something that's stopping you, and we're going to get to the bottom of that, and we're going to help you overcome it if we can. And I know there are certain obstacles that can't, unfortunately, be overcome, like, maybe you're you're still kind of dependent on your family, and they're all in, and you're stuck at home, and you're kind of just like watching this kind of stuff, at night, when they're not awake and stuff, and you're just like really scared and you don't know what to do, and you really wish you could do this kind of stuff. Well, this is clearly not for you. I mean, like, I appreciate that you want to do something, but like, for your own safety, probably shouldn't if you're in that kind of situation. So yeah, we'll be addressing all that kind of stuff. We'll be talking about that. And yeah, like I said, I know a lot of people want to do stuff, and they just have obstacles, that need to be addressed. And we'll figure all these things out if we can. We'll try. I'm certainly going to have a lot of time to try to figure it out, because like I said, I'm going to be doing a lot of these until the memorial to try to get people hyped. Apostate Coffee Break says, I want to attend the memorial. I live in a tiny town. Most of them know me. Yeah, see, we're going to be addressing situations like that, because there are a lot of people that, are in situations where they they really need to get like to a different city or something, because everybody pretty much knows them where they are. Like even Zeb's gonna have a heck of a time getting to a memorial, because where he is, pretty much everybody knows him. So that should be fun. But yeah, like I said earlier, just going to repeat it again if you're just joining. There is an XJW map, a resource map that's in the description of this video. You can check that out. It's pretty cool. Keep in mind it's very public, so it's going to have, if you're going to add your information there, it's going to have your information there. So don't put anything like very specifically personal that you don't want everybody seeing. And there are instructions at the top as well on what you need to put, guidelines and all that. And yeah, also Adrian needs some help. He needs help funding his legal fees, because he is going to go to court with Watchtower, because apparently some dude from the Kingdom Hall put a temporary restraining order on him, and has accused him of vandalism, which is ridiculous. He flushed some toilet paper in the toilet. I mean, I don't think that's vandalism. I mean, if that's vandalism, that's like the tamest vandalism I've ever heard of. That's like, I guess that would be Jehovah's Witness level vandalism, right? Anyway. Alrighty. So yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know about the reason I didn't end up doing a live stream on my channel tonight was mostly because I spent so much time on Black Sheep's channel today. And it was fun. It was cool. Rick was there. Black Sheep was there. Black Sheep's dad was not there. And there were lots of laughs and lots of sad times too. As tends to be the case when you're talking about your ex-Jehovah's Witness upbringing, I guess. But yeah. So stay tuned, because like I said, later today, I'm going to go ahead and pop back on here, and I'm going to pick one of those things that I was mentioning earlier, and we're going to dive right into that and see what we can come up with, see how many problems we can solve, or how many obstacles we can get through, at least, or tentatively get through, or attempt to anyway. So we'll try to get as many people to the memorial as we can this year. Jehovah's Witnesses should honestly be thanking us, right? I mean, we're doing all the legwork for them, trying to get people to the memorial. All right. Take it easy, guys. I'm going to go and get some shut-eye. Have a good night.